Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Ms. Lago, let me get a few of these numbers right in my mind again. I know you've stated it, so forgive me for repeating this, but how many Forest Service employees have been terminated the past year for sexual harassment?
In the last year, 17.
17.
For sexual misconduct, to be clear, it isn't always sexual harassment. They may not have harassed someone else, but they conducted themselves.
How many have been terminated for sexual harassment?
I'll have to come back to you with that number.
Okay, and you have mentioned a couple of times, as per federal law, a person has a choice between being removed from office or retiring.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So why would they have a choice when we're dealing with sexual harassment? Why would you permit them to have a choice for retirement with full benefits as opposed to removing them from office? Why did they get the choice?
Well, sir, I'm not sure how to explain it, but per federal law, the procedures for removing a federal employee provide them the opportunity.
Is there any behavior that an individual could commit whereby they are not allowed a choice as per federal law? Is there any behavior whereby you would remove them from office and they would not even have a choice of retirement?
I'm not totally sure about that. I'd like to get back to you.
So you are saying then, is this your testimony, that based on federal law, that an employee can commit any crime or do any kind of behavior they want to and find protection under federal law to keep their job or to keep their benefits when they retire?
I'm aware that we have removed people while they were incarcerated, awaiting trial, that kind of thing, and I don't believe we gave those people the option, but I'm not sure the statute or the regulation under which we were able to do that.
Don't you think it'd be kind of wise for you to know the boundaries within which you're able to walk as it relates to people who are committing crimes, who are committing sexual harassment, and you don't even know the law, you don't even know the boundaries whereby you have authorization to remove them from office? Don't you think that's kind of important for you to know?
Yes, that's important.
Well, then why don't you? This is not new. You are not just finding out about these cases now. You've known about these cases for a long time by your own testimony. And yet here you sit before us today and say that you still don't even know the law as to what your rights are to remove people from office?
I'm not sure the specific authority by which we can remove people without providing them the option to retire.
You've stated that. My comeback is that is inexcusable for you to be in a position such as you're in and not even know the authority. You are allowing people to commit crimes and not removing them from office, allowing them to retire and get full benefit, and you can't even describe for this committee what possible behavior a person would have to commit in order for them to be removed from office. I find that inexcusable. Now, what about discipline? You've mentioned how many have been disciplined?
This year, in total, 600 people in 2016.
What kind of disciplinary action has been taken?
We've removed people, we've suspended people, we've demoted people. There have been letters.
You've removed them, you've just reassigned them. Is that what you mean?
We've removed, as in they don't work here anymore, 200 people.
I thought you just said you couldn't remove them.
No, I didn't say that.
You did say that. All right, let's go back to disciplinary action. What does disciplinary action look like? Are these people getting a slap on the wrist?
As I mentioned, 200 were removed. Some number get suspensions, some number get demotions, some people get letters of reprimand and warning. It depends on the offense.
And some people get promotions. We've already seen that today, too. Is that considered a disciplinary action for people to receive promotions for their criminal behavior?
People don't get promotions for their criminal behavior.
Well, it's happened, as has even been described here today. Mr. Chairman, I find this absolutely offensive to sit through this whole thing and to hear the incompetence that's occurring in high-level positions. And with that, sir, I yield back. Thank you.
I thank the gentleman. We're going to recognize the